fire if we're taking heavy fire from an unidentified enemy. We cannot hold out for long.
It's monolith fighters. Fire is real and keep moving toward the choppers.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll take all the shots. Strelok, what are you doing? Hello guys, and welcome back to some more Stalker Call of Pripyat. We're gonna go ahead and try to save our boys, to save his boys, so the Colonel's boys, and by boys we mean his soldiers. It's soldier talk, you wouldn't understand. Only me and the Colonel gets it. We have a special relationship. Secret is also my boys, if you get what I mean. Alright, anyway. Gotta go right and then... Oh my goodness, these things, by the way. They just don't let up. This is the place where I killed a bunch of zombie people. In a couple videos ago. Last one was just me in the laboratory, which was okay, but it was a bit crazy. At least I have quite a bit of ammo this time. I'll be looking after every single shot because I never know how much it will count. It only has 10 rounds in the chamber, so yeah. Oh, wait a second. No, never mind. I thought I was recognizing this, but it seems not. You are military. Poor guy. They got you in the bushes, huh? Search the body? You? I'm actually kinda low on a lot of stuff. And why is he standing like that?
Base, I found one of your men. It looks like he blew himself up with a grenade. There are no signs of a firefight or any other evidence of him being attacked.
Kowalski here. Roger that, Major. Hey, I got good news. We finally acquired the exact coordinates of the source of interference. The signal is coming from the kindergarten building.
Oh, I've actually been over there before. Well, near there anyway. I've also been in kindergarten before. Not this specific one, but, you know. So they accidentally blew themselves up with a grenade. That maybe was set up to look like an accident, so no one would ask questions. Or maybe his men are just not that professional, you know. That could also be it. Open or blow up the door? This door? Okay, it's blown up. Let's go ahead and find the source of the interference, shall we? This place looks like one of those with the weird, creepy creature that can throw things around. Which means I gotta be extra careful. There's a friendly over there. Oh no. Of course. You're gonna keep hurting me if I don't kill it, by the way. Ow. That sucks. Probably sucks getting almost killed by stuff. Okay, so I have to go downstairs. Got it. Going downstairs I will then. I shall go downstairs. Excuse me, someone up here? Where do you enter? Oh, would you look at that? So that's what's causing it? There's a friendly somewhere here, though. What do I do? Actually, straight up, what do I do? You have located the source. You need to destroy it. With what? I have nothing. Grenades? Does anyone have grenades? A kindergarten has grenades laying around, right? Okay, what if I use this one? This one is pretty powerful, so what if I do this? Maybe I just need to shoot the light. It didn't do it, did it? I don't have explosives, so I don't know how to destroy it. Guess I'll waste a bit of ammo, see if I can hit something. Oh, there we go. I can sort of destroy it. Just gonna shoot a little bit. I don't know if this is doing anything. Alright, knife stuff. I'm sure it's gonna do stuff, right? Nothing is happening here with a knife. Yeah, I'm going to destroy it with a grenade or something. Explosive. Well. Do I really not have anything explosive? Nope. Why are you here again? You don't have a grenade laying around, do you? I will go to the bodies of the other people that died, I suppose, and see if I can find something on them. Creatures don't care about you. Okay, so explosives. I have one grenade here. I'm gonna take another one, maybe from one of these guys, just in case. You never know. You also have one, maybe? Yeah, you do. Okay, there we go. Now I should be able to blow stuff up. I don't know if I could have blown up the door up top instead, but if I could, I would definitely go with that one. I'll just avoid you because you're not really worth it. Ouch. Double ouch. Ouch. Stop throwing stuff at me. Ow! That's such rude, like, what? Rude behavior. This one. Okay, I'm a bit confused now. So you want me to do what exactly? How am I supposed to destroy that? Oh boy. There we go. I think I destroyed it. I should have destroyed it anyway. Investigate the sound. Oh, the star over here. Hello. Lieutenant Rogovitz. Major, thank God I'm saved. How did you end up here? I don't remember much. I was so scared I could barely think, and I don't even know what scared me. I just had this feeling I had to hide, so I ran. I remember streets, turning somewhere. I came to this hole. The door was locked from the outside. I thought I was gonna die in there. How did you find me? Actually, let's get the hell out of here and get closer to the base. This place is giving me the willies. The willies. I think that's the first time I heard someone say that in this situation. Oh no, I got the willies, guys. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Is that really you? Well, I'll be. We were starting to think we'd never see our doc again. So what happened?
Well, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for your help. By the way, the Colonel wants you to pay him a visit.
Thanks. I'll do that.
Yeah, what else
Also,
is new?
Gary headed for Yanov's station to restock. He asked me to tell you that he won't be back for a few days.
Gotcha.
So, tell me, where were you?
You're not going to believe me anyway, but in a fridge. Wow, never heard that one
Okay.
before. A fridge, eh?
What fridge? Where did you find it?
Where did I find it? I'd like to see you find anything in my estate.
And what state
Where did you
would
find a
that be?
fridge?
Not quite sure how to describe it.
Да на кой хрен она сдалась тебе эта страховка, когда и хранить не будет чего?
Oh, I can't get my gear repaired anymore.
Howdy.
Oh no,
Лучше
that's
сразу
very
выдавали.
bad. That is very, very bad. I guess we're slowly losing manpower. That's downstairs? Wait, where is it I'm supposed to speak with our very cool lieutenant? In here? Where is he? Lieutenant, or Colonel, I mean, sorry, my bad. Colonel, where are, oh, you're probably in the room, right? In here? Yeah, you are.
I spoke to the HQ commander and reported the situation to him along with all the information that's been collected. There won't be any helicopter support for a while. He suggested that we fortify our position and await further orders. USS observers are currently at the HQ, so you'll be able to talk to your superiors soon enough.
Colonel, a radio signal has been detected, and its source is not far from the base. The transmission is encrypted, and I haven't been able to crack it yet.
Do you have the coordinates?
Yes, I have the coordinates, but the signal is intermittent, and it's moving.
Moving.
Monolith again?
Unknown, investigate the source of the signal, talk to... Okay, let's do it then.
Ничего. Я им
Don't worry, I still got ammo, I can probably go out and check it out.
только если что.
How far away is it? Oh, it's not that far away. It's pretty close by. I haven't had an emission in a while. I said I haven't had an emission in a while. I was thinking that it would be very cool if it happened while I was saying it, but yeah, that kind of got ruined now, didn't it? We have more. Alright, doggos. I need to use this ammo now. Oh yeah, they're blind, so they don't actually know where I'm shooting from. It's so sad how they walk with one paw up. Feels kind of bad shooting them. Monolith? Let me take care of you. Oh, wait, what?
The signal is back. Transmitting coordinates.
It's below me. How am I supposed... Okay.
The signal is gone.
It's fine, I can follow the signal. For some reason it actually goes close to you guys, so maybe you can check it out instead of me having to like kind of chase around. Because I don't feel very comfortable doing all of this myself, you know? It's not very cool. It's not very cool at all. Anyway, I'm just gonna chase the signal, I suppose, and do all the work for them. Like a good little stalker. Okay, so the sad part about this game now is that there's nothing going on out here. No military dudes running around, no nothing. I'm just kind of alone, which is a bit sad.
It's back. It's right next to you.
I don't see anyone.
It's close, and it's moving toward our base.
It's underground.
Major Kowalski here. You better get back here. We need to prepare for possible attack. Bastards won't catch us with our pants down this time.
What was the whole point of that? If you were thinking it was a monster attack to begin with, then why was I out there? You people, come on. So rude. I do all the work and they don't even say, "Oh, thank you so much. We need you so badly."
Don't shoot. I'm headed to the main entrance.
Who are you?
My name is S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Oh,
You're the stalker who disabled the Scorcher?
Yes, but my plan didn't work. I came here to speak with your commanders. I have information that will allow the army to take control of the zone and destroy it.
And the mission is starting.
Come, let's talk inside.
alright, so we are gonna meet the first protagonist of Shadow of Chernobyl. Well, the only protagonist of that game, but like the first Stalker
We've got a
protagonist.
problem. Our choppers are crashing for reasons that we've not understood yet.
Until we work it out, there won't be any helicopter support. The only way to get to the borders of the zone is on foot.
The reasons are obvious. There are many anomalies in the air, especially in the center of the zone.
We had a map with the safe air corridor between anomalies, and the helicopters had emission protection systems.
That's odd. You're telling me you haven't noticed that anomalies move around after an emission. Some disappear, and new ones show up in different places, which makes your map of anomalies effectively useless.
So that's what it is.
What?
Emissions don't just follow one another. If you can scan the area and identify all the anomalies, the choppers will be able to collect us safely, provided they're dispatched right after an emission.
We must inform the HQ of this as soon as possible.
I'll contact my commanders right after the emission.
Okay, understood.
Lieutenant, get him on the line as soon as you can.
Yes, sir.
I want to speak with S.T.A.L.K.E.R. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. when it's talk, I'm a big fan. You look exactly like your picture in the first game. I'll share everything I know as long as the information reaches the right people. What information do you want to hand over to the government? Lots of things. I'm sure that the information I have can be used to destroy the zone. I thought I could do it myself, but it turned out to be far more complicated. The people who started it weren't in control anymore. I'll explain everything. What did you see in the sarcophagus? It's all fake. The monolith, the wish granter, is just a lie. A device that clouds you in mind, and the people behind it are hiding it out somewhere else. Do you know who's behind it? Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know what to believe anymore. Despite that, I found more than they wanted me to. We monitored your radio signal. Yes, I contacted a stalker called Guide. He told me how to get to this place via the underground tunnels. Who is Guide? He's a legendary stalker. They say he can lead you anywhere in the zone. The army boys are lucky to have met him. They wouldn't have lived long without him. How did you know that the military are here? Guide told me. Oh, Guide told me. It was the one who brought Kowalski and his squad here. I see. Bye? Okay, that's... Nice conversation. Please repair my gear.
Я так чувствую, с 500 килограммов я уже тут того.
Alright, cool. Is the emission done? Door locked.
Только один выживает.
So I gotta talk with you, I suppose?
Да мы даже в бой.
I'm listening, Major. Man, that's crazy stuff. I can see Kirill begging for me for aspirin. How did you feel about what happened? I'm okay now.
Let's talk after. My jaws jam up. Another emission. I'm getting real tired of them.
Lieutenant, hello, Major.
Just messing with you.
No one wants to talk with me? We're just waiting for this mission to be done? Oh, well, I guess it's fine. We'll just wait it out. See what happens. Wait for the mission to finish, and then we can probably go. Oh, so this is locked off now? I don't know where to look for that.
Every time there's an
Everyone I stalked was like, oh, it's fake, it doesn't exist.
Вытяну. Зубами удержусь, а вытяну. Главное, с катушек не слететь. Это все коту под хвост.
You look kinda malnourished, though. Have you been fighting this whole time? Although, how long is this after the first game? Now that I think about it, I don't actually know.
Прорвемся. Куда мы денемся?
I'm S.T.A.L.K.E.R and I fight the zone alone.
Лишь бы автомат не клинил. Да патронов хватило. А так прорвемся.
We have a whole lot of stuff here. Okay, we good?
Looks like the
I
emission
think we're good.
Kirillov, contact HQ.
Roger.
Достало. Как меня все достало.
HQ on the line.
Alright, HQ, what do you need? What do you want?
Учтена каждая мелочь, мать их штабные. Это считается хорошая подготовка, когда из 10 только один выживает. Черт! Да мы даже в бой не вступили.
Because of the emission, it's impossible to establish comms during one.
Okay. Alright, listen up. Operation Fairway is being taken over by the USS. Is Major Degtyarev there?
Yes.
Okay. He's in command from now on. Tell him to
What?
stay put. To be contacted by his superiors shortly.
Roger.
Аномалии, мать. Вот это самое страшное точно.
Major, do you read me?
Как его зажарило.
Major Degtyarev here. I read you.
Кусками.
Good. As of this moment, you are responsible for completing Operation Fairway. Kowalski and the Stingray squad will assist you. Report.
I've managed to acquire documents about experiments carried out in the zone. Furthermore, we've been contacted by a stalker who's been in the CNPP. His name is S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and he's offered us his cooperation.
Это все коту под хвост.
Roger. Accept his offer. You know what caused our helicopters to crash?
Yes, I have the data, and S.T.A.L.K.E.'s information confirms it. The helicopters were hit by anomalies after their locations changed during the emission. The anomaly map issued to the pilots turned out to be useless.
Nичего.
That means
Я
we
им
have
так
until
просто
the
не
next
дамся.
emission. We'll be collected
Успеть бы
together
только,
with the
если что,
stalker from
побольше
position
тварей с собой на тот свет
B28.
забрать.
Stingray squad will be evacuated with you. The birds are already in the air. Over and out.
Oh, we gotta get evacuated?
You
Alright.
heard the news, fellas. When we go, stick together and keep the stalker alive. Any questions?
Keep the
Get
stalker
ready to
alive?
move.
Это хорошая
Okay,
подготовка.
so gotta
Major,
save
can
S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
I have a
Один
word?
выживает.
Sure.
Черт! Да мы даже в бой не
So
вступили.
among us, you and S.T.A.L.K.E.R are the most experienced in the zone. The difference is that while S.T.A.L.K.E.'s experience remains hearsay, the fact that you are a pro is a clear stay. What I'm saying, trying to say is, I'm counting on you, mate, to keep an eye on S.T.A.L.K.E.R. There's not many of us left. Continue. Okay, Major, the boys are good to go. Stock up by visiting the dude. Anything you need, okay? So I guess this is the final thing. If that's the case, then I would prefer to swap this one out for the actual gun here. And like all this ammo, if possible. Then I'm pretty much stocked up good. Pretty precise weapon, nothing to worry about. Here's a moment of truth. I wonder if we'll make it out or not. I think we will do just fine. I think you're just worrying over nothing. It's cool, don't worry about it. I need ammo? Oh, okay, I can actually just get ammo. I mean, I could get sniper ammo. And then roll the sniper, but I don't think I have enough ammo, even if I ask him. So, yeah, we'll just be going. I'll share everything I know as long as information remains with the people. Okay, sure. Alright. I'm ready, by the way, in case you want to begin.
Зеленая.
Get the soldiers ready. I'm ready. The squad is ready to move out. Sure, let's move out. Okay, cover S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Major. We'll take care of ourselves. Alright, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, I'll be your personal bodyguard. And I'll make sure you get out alive. I thought I saw enemy help bars thingies for a second.
The sons of bitches actually made it. You were right, S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Zombies!
Just move to the right along the building. Double back.
Okay, gotta go with S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Cannot let him die. Everyone else is second priority. S.T.A.L.K.E.R, stop running ahead, will you? Okay, got it. So far, so good. Okay, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, come on. It's turning very dark. Not very good for us, actually. The way he walks, he's like dancing. I think you're looking the wrong way. There are apparently people inside that house. Oh boy. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is still alive, correct? Yep. Yes, he is. Okay. Oh god, you guys are getting way too surrounded right now. S.T.A.L.K.E.R, stop walking in front of me. You're getting yourself killed.
We've got to move faster. Run!
I don't see if that's a dead... Oh. Okay, guys, come on. Is he hurt? I don't even know if he's hurt or not. Okay. Where are you? Are you asking us where we are? I'm not entirely sure where we are. In the middle of nowhere, I assume.
Our orders are to take off if we come under attack, so hurry the hell up!
Roger that. We'll be there soon. Stay alert and follow orders. We're real close to the evacuation point. Let's move!
Okay, sure. Just gotta keep S.T.A.L.K.E.R alive. Oh no. I hear dogs.
There's no time. Check your weapons and fire at will.
Check your weapons and fire at will. They should be okay. As long as they're not attacking. Where are you? Okay, they should be fine. They should be okay. There's a lot of us. Strowman, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, come on. You're VIB right now. Okay, good. He's pretty good with that gun. Are we at the extraction point yet? How far do we have to go?
What was that?
Bloodsucker maybe? Or behind us, I think.
Don't stop. Keep moving.
It's here.
Run!
Dude.
Okay.
Recover. Recover. Revive medic? I can't see. Okay.
Major Degtyarev, we're taking heavy fire from an unidentified enemy. We cannot hold out for long.
It's monolith fighters. Fire is real and keep moving toward the choppers.
It's fine. I'll take all the shots. Strelok, what are you doing? You crazy dude.
To the choppers, go!
Come on, we gotta go. Hold out by the helicopters. Ow. I can't exactly see, so this is not gonna be easy for me. I refuse to accept that. He walked out into the enemy. I won't accept that. Is there a way to keep him behind? S.T.A.L.K.E.R cannot die. Okay, he cannot. I wish I could tell him to stop. Now I die. Oh my goodness, okay. That's a consequence I will not accept, because he's a main part of this story. It would be nicer if I could actually see. I can't see the enemy. It's so bad. I straight up cannot see the enemy. Okay, I will go around. Hopefully S.T.A.L.K.E.R doesn't get himself killed again. He might though. And I'm also out of stamina, so I can't go over there fast enough. That's gonna suck. Is it scripted that he dies? I hope not. Although it seems like he's not currently walking into the enemy, which is, you know, nicer, personally. At least I think so. Now S.T.A.L.K.E.R is not opposite side into the enemy. S.T.A.L.K.E.R, do you have no self-preservation instincts? S.T.A.L.K.E.R, please. Self-preservation. How many of them are there, and why do we have to hold out against so many? I don't actually think we might survive this. Like, we might actually get overrun, like, completely. No, please don't get overrun and die now. I don't actually think we can survive this. Oh, that's a friendly. Why would you do that? This old AI, like, it's not easy to keep them alive. Oh, whoops, sorry. I have to. I accidentally shot an ally. Oh, I'm gonna go pretty far back now. I can't believe I accidentally shot an ally. I got friendly fired. Friendly fired. No, this is actually very tough. Keep them alive while keeping yourself alive? Maybe I'm missing something. There's a chance I actually am, yeah. Please don't get killed. We should not be running out here alone. Are we good? Oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay, just wow. Do I really have to load the difficulty just for this specific spot? It's starting to feel like I might have to. Oh, why are you all in front? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I've got to save the dude. There's a guy up top. Let me just see if I can't shoot him. Who is killing us now? Over here. Okay. There are more enemies coming in. Wave 2, I suppose. Ow, 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 ow. My weapon jammed. Return to the helicopter ASAP. Thriller, get back. Thriller. Okay, thank goodness. I'm kind of dying still. Okay, there we go.
We're ready to go.
I hope it was
Why would we not go earlier, by the way? Ready to leave the zone? There's no way. What if I said no? What would happen? Yes.
As a reward for successfully completing his investigation, Degtyarev was offered a promotion to colonel and the position of mission coordinator. He declined the opportunity to work at the HQ and submitted a personal request to be sent to the zone as the USS Permanent Observer. The information about the development of psi devices obtained by Degtyarev alerted USS commanders. All the information gathered on X-designated laboratories was removed from military archives and filed as top secret. All personnel working in the zone were ordered to prevent the disclosure of information about the laboratories at any cost. Several experimental samples were made on the basis of technical documents for Item 62. Following a set of test trials, it was decided not to go ahead with large-scale deployment of the weapon due to the high cost of ammunition. Nonetheless, it would be reasonable to assume that further development of the Gauss rifle is ongoing. Sultan and his gang left the STALKER to do their shady business elsewhere after their attempts to capture the ship failed. The ensuing feeling of relative safety among stalkers led to a massive increase in the number of artifacts sold to Beard, causing his business to boom, while the formerly quiet Skadovsk bar became as popular as the famous 100 Rads bar, despite being almost in the center of the zone. Following the destruction of the Bloodsucker lair, it's unlikely that anything could significantly change the state of affairs on the Skadovsk. The old ship became a temporary center of stability in the ever-changing world that is the Zone. A fragile balance was reached between freedom and duty squads at Yanov Station. Tired of the endless struggle, fighters of both factions started leaving their squads and joining the Free Stalkers. Professors Herman and Ozersky were forced to cut short their scientific research in the zone due to a lack of data. On returning to the outside world, the two scientists proceeded to engage in unrelated work. Gary's stories about the Army's fate scared stalkers away from Pripyat. The few who dared to venture into the city ran into inexplicable phenomena, which added further dark strokes to an already gloomy picture of the dead city. Organized mercenary squads continue to be active in the zone. Their interest in the secret laboratories is becoming increasingly difficult for USS operatives to ignore. Attempts to establish the identity of the client who hired the mercenaries proved unsuccessful. The area around Yanov Station continues to attract growing numbers of stalkers. The lack of dangerous mutants and abundance of anomalous areas have led to the area being referred to as a treasure trove with increasing regularity. The rumors of Zulu's fate reached the leader of duty, General Voronin. Counter to most expectations, Voronin decided to posthumously award Zulu with the Silver Shield, duty's highest decoration. Vano headed off to the freedom-controlled military warehouses, where his cheerful personality and optimism quickly earned him the popularity they merited. Ultimately, he took charge of a small group of researchers involved in investigating anomalous areas. Senior Lieutenant Sokolov continued to take part in flying missions over the zone. During one such recon flight over Murmansk, his aircraft was shot down by mercenaries. 2 weeks later, he was picked up by a patrol near the cordon. Within a month of his rescue, Sokolov had left the Air Force, joining a civil airline instead. A group of stalkers was forced to seek shelter on Noah's old barge during a particularly powerful emission. When the barge was attacked by a horde of snorks afterwards, stalkers were forced to concede that the barge was as good a defense against mutants as anything they'd seen. Even more astonishing was a litter of pseudo-dog puppies that Noah himself led into battle against the snorks.
What? Okay. Cool.
Having overcome his alcoholism, Cardin left the Skadovsk. Stalkers said he went to look for his missing friends. Several days later, he returned, suffering from wounds and radiation poisoning. As soon as his wounds healed, he left the zone for the second and final time. S.T.A.L.K.E.R passed on the information he obtained on his trip to the Chernobyl NPP to the USS commanders. This prompted the government to create a scientific institute for research of the Chernobyl anomalous area. S.T.A.L.K.E.R took up the position of chief scientific consultant to the institute.
Really? Doesn't seem like him at all.
Colonel Kowalski, commander of the Stingray Group, found his resting place not far from the majority of his squad. Their bodies were taken in by the zone, with nothing but old faded photographs left to remind the country of their sacrifice.
Okay, and that was Stalker Call of Pripyat, huh? Okay. Oh, I can't lower the audio. Well, that's gonna be a bit poopy. That's very loud music. Oh well. Let me just say what I have to say. First, I'm gonna put a graph on the screen and go poof. There you have the graph. So, some important notes. I feel very similarly about this as I did Stalker Clear Sky and also Shadow of Chernobyl, where they're not worth more than $5. But I would say this one is probably worth $6. Not much of an improvement, I know, but it has its issues. And this one actually has some more distracting issues than the other two games. But the gameplay also feels way better in this one than in the other ones. So based on that, it is a bit better than the other ones, gameplay-wise. Now, the beginning had me very excited, but also a bit confused because of how it threw you kind of in there. And as soon as I got used to that, it is a little bit sad because after you got used to that, you can enter the other areas, especially Pripyat, and you would expect like military or monolith and mercenaries to fight and stuff. But as soon as you went into Pripyat, all of the stuff going on was you doing things. Nothing else was happening. You were doing everything. And that kind of made me kind of sad, but also disappointed. Because the rest of the game was very dynamic in how you could encounter stalkers. Sometimes they were a bit scripted, where they were standing there doing nothing, but were still kind of counted in the game world. And then you also, of course, have certain other things like camps, emissions, and anomalies and stuff. Like, it all helped make the zone feel alive and feel like you were in the zone. Now, another thing that disappointed me were the maps. I'm a bit sad there are only 3. And before you go ahead and say, well, 3 is enough, the older games, I preferred their approach, where you go ahead and go into one area, one large area, then you go up north, and then you go into another large area. Oh, okay, just kind of stopped. Interesting. Anyway, that was pretty loud. But let me finish what I was saying. So you go into another area, and then you go into another area, and then you go into the next area. And then, depending on the direction and how you leave that area, you can go into the next location. And in that next location, you can go ahead and see where else you can go. And all kind of leads to different places and the same places depending on where you go in the zone. So Clear Sky and Shadow of Chernobyl did that way better than this game. I'm also going to beat the game down a little bit by saying, stop using forced fast travel. You had a perfectly good system in the old games where you had a guide you could use to get to the places in case you had to hurry, but you could also walk there by going to the edge of the map. Why would you ever have it be the other way around? Why would you force fast travel and force a hub area, and then you're kind of just walking around that area collecting artifacts? Like, this one has the most stale and boring open world out of all of the games because it does not feel as dynamic and cool as the other ones. Okay, let me rephrase that. It feels very dynamic, but at the same time, when you leave areas where there are no people there, there's nothing going on, you don't see people running around, you don't hear anything about people going around doing stuff, you're just sitting there and you see the same enemy spawn at the same location. and you're wondering to yourself, why am I walking here? And then it doesn't help that the stamina is so low. Like, everything in the game is kind of fighting you while you try to get to the location you're trying to go to. And I'm very disappointed by that, because the other games did it way better. Even the artifacts were way better than the other games. The artifacts implementation were probably my favorite in Clear Sky. Maybe Clear Sky. The guns in that game freaking sucked though. They could not hit anything. But they had everything else here, and it just everything felt better. The story was more linear, if not a little bit boring. I mean, it was an interesting plot, I would say, but they could have worked on it a little bit more to make it more interesting. Because you being a military guy blending in with stalkers, you kind of need to prove yourself, but you don't actually need to prove yourself. They just call you a rookie, and then you take on a mission, and all of a sudden you're like buddy with everyone, and no one really cares about you, and just another stalker. It's like, it would be great to see that they already have a tight-knit community and that you're trying to fit in, and that issues are happening. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like you're working your way up to be trusted by the stalkers. It feels more like you're just taking on tasks, you complete them, go back and forth, and then you're done. And I'm a bit, again, disappointed by that. Like, this game has so much more potential compared to the other two, but it kind of just burns it a bit by changing the overall map layout, the world design itself to a certain extent. Like, I like the world maps themselves, don't get me wrong, but the whole hub area idea and the whole non-dynamic camping and the fact that there aren't a lot of people on the map, and the fact that you don't really interact with any of the factions that much. You don't get to go to their bases, you don't get to talk to them. Like, nothing is really happening. Like, you're just fighting half the time, and you don't really fight anything besides, not even bandits. Bandits were even, like, nothing was really happening in the game. And while that is okay, I feel like bandits should attack everyone, no matter who they are. And I feel like the other factions deserve to have a little bit more presence in the game. Duty and Freedom just had those leaders in Yenov Station, and it felt like that was underutilized. Maybe you could work for them or something, but they didn't let me work for them there anyway. Some of the objectives were also confusing, like the whole Oasis thing, which is completely fine with me, in all honesty. I actually kind of like that they don't tell you where to go and what to do, because then you're forced to ask around and see what everyone else knows. But a hint as to where to ask would be great, because I found nothing after asking a bunch of people. So yeah, I don't really have anything. And oh yeah, Yana, actually, I forgot about that guy. Not Yana, what was his name? The other guy I was supposed to find artifacts for, so I never got that for him, because I didn't know where to really find this stuff. Like I said, like I like everything gameplay wise in this one compared to the other one, but the A-Life system feels like it is improved, but there's less of it. Which could just be due to the one CPU core, which is also an issue that I really dislike. Still uses one CPU core, and I just feel kind of sad. Like, it's just, it has so much potential, and I mean, I can be sad all I want, but they have the newer game that came out, and in that one they really showed that they kind of know what their strengths were, and they kind of implemented a whole open world map. Although I would have accepted the zone areas again if they really wanted that to be the case. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty great, and because there are mods out there like S.T.A.L.K.E.R Gamma, or you can alter the game in some ways to let it feel more alive and dynamic, I feel like that would kind of make up for its faults. But ultimately, I don't like the maps, and I don't really like the A-Life system being so distant all the time. It was there, but enemies respawn all the time. You didn't really engage that much with people. I felt like Clear Sky had a more decent look on things. It was... I would like a mix of all of the three games, in all honesty, where you have hub areas, sure, but they're only the main faction hub areas. And then you can go out into another area and you can find another trader there. I mean, I think that's what Clear Sky did as well. The Clear Sky probably has the most balance out of all of them, but also the worst gunplay, I'd say. It's very bad, by the way. I would recommend modding the gunplay in Clear Sky if you're ever gonna play that one. But it wasn't bad by any means. Like, Clear Sky was probably the most, dare I say, engaging story when it comes to trying to maneuver the zone and learning about the zone. Well, Shadow of Chernobyl was probably the most canon and interesting story in itself, with the storylines of everything. Oh, and also to say, I broke one of my rules in the end when Sherlock died, because I have a feeling that it's very important from me, myself, and I, that the guy I played as in the first game survives, otherwise that game would feel meaningless. Technically it doesn't, like, it's just a video game, but it feels like there's a connection between those games, and I feel like I would lose if he died, so I feel like there's more of a purpose to him now than before. Making a research institute and everything. I also like the consequences that the characters do. Like the Fallout series has this kind of thing where they kind of go with cinematic showpieces and cinema style, where it shows, oh, and then this person did this, and they traveled over here, and they did that, and then they went out of the zone, and stuff happened, and that's their future, and that's their life. I like that, and I'm happy they did it. It was good. The consequences are good. I like how they even represented the guy Zulu when he died underground. I like how they have those extra things where a person dies has consequences, and people dying has consequences, not in the way in gameplay, although it actually did, because when he died early he couldn't help us later, so that's also pretty brilliant that he could die earlier so it could hurt me later. But same thing with the end when we were fighting and a lot of people died there, including not the major, the colonel, and he died, and boom, now he was done, and it said that he died at the end. Like, I like those kind of elements. They're very well implemented, I'd say, and I am happy that they added that, because it was an improvement over the other two games where it felt pretty linear and no consequences for doing anything happened. So I'm very happy about that, and they did that pretty dang well, I'd say. Graphics still look better than the other two games, I have to say. But it still looks pretty dated. It looks very similar. It's not great. It's pretty much the same as the other games, except a little bit better. So go them, I suppose. I don't know if there's anything else I want to touch on. The options are nice. A lot of bugs. Again, this one probably has the most bugs out of them. But it probably performs... No, it performs worse, actually, than the other games. Weirdly enough. I guess there's some more stuff going on. I can imagine that the A-Life system is limited because of the CPU demand with that one core, so if they could use more cores, that would probably help out. I hope they remake these games with more modern stuff, but not like they did with Stalker 2. More like, you know, modern, like 2018 or 2017 graphics. Maybe even 2016 if they want to do that, but not to the point where it's going to perform like shite, because people need to be able to play your game. You can't just go ahead and keep demanding so much of the graphics card, and then people can't even play it at the desired resolution / thing, and then just skip the game because there's another game that can do the same thing, but it can actually run. Anyway, that's a little bit of a tangent. But yeah, decently made. Certainly needs an update. It still works, but it's pretty rough. Same thing with the other ones, pretty rough. Like I said, a 6 out of 10, and nothing too crazy about it. Nothing that really makes it stand out besides the A-Life system again shines a bit. But this time it shines a bit less, but also more. Like I said, it is present, and when it works, it's phenomenal. But whenever you walk around and you see nothing happening and the A-Life system kind of seems absent, it doesn't really feel that nice, and it feels kind of boring. And you're just kind of running back and forth at that point without anything happening. And then an enemy respawning does not really add to the experience of the game the same way. It's a fault with a lot of games where they think respawning enemies means more engagement. It does not, it just means more annoyances. Especially if the timer is pretty low. At least make it, I don't know, a day's in-game time, like a straight up 24 hours real time in-game time to to respawn enemies, just so they feel like, oh, someone resettled. Or better yet, when an enemy dies, make use of the A-Life system and make the enemy go from a space that doesn't exist in this game to the actual spot where they're supposed to be. Again, the fact that the maps are so limited in this game, where it's just bigger maps but less content in the maps. The areas that do have are kind of cool though. But at the same time, it's so small and you have so little stamina that they feel bigger than they are. Just because they're limiting you big time. But yeah, the characters are pretty decent. In this game, I think the characters are better because they actually have cinematics. And you feel more for your characters and everything. The character, we get to know the character we play as. Where his loyalties lie and all that stuff. The characters feel more personal. I would say the characters are definitely better in this game than the other ones. They just feel like they have more of a presence. But again, Stalker Shadow Chernobyl had that kind of figure out who the characters are kind of thing. So it's kind of what you're more for. Are you for trying to figure stuff out and figure out who's who? And then try to remember that based on their personality and their traits? Are you the kind of person who just likes playing games like this, where it kind of just spells out the character's personality through cutscenes and cinematic moments? I'm more the kind of person who enjoys cinematic moments, kind of spells out the characters for beautiful cutscenes, although the cutscenes were not exactly beautiful, but they were decent. Yeah, it's a cool premise. A lot more linear, but also cool open world. I like it. I like it. But my PC didn't, or well, my one CPU core didn't, and it has so much potential that never really got realized. But that's also all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you disagree or agree with me, leave in the comment section why. I would love to hear what you think. Do you think this game still holds up? And if you do, why? I would actually like to know, because I don't think it does. I think you can have fun with it, but I don't think it holds up that well, especially with one CPU core running the whole game. Constantly CPU limited myself. No matter what FPS I run at, it's CPU limited. Lowering the FPS did nothing. Also, very interested to hear what your experiences were with the game. Why do you dislike it if you dislike it? And is it the graphics? Is it the gameplay? What is it? I think the gameplay was certainly a big improvement on this game. I think actually 5. Sorry, I said 6 earlier. I'm gonna give it 5. I did not mean to say 6 because I'm pretty sure I gave the other one 4. So this is 5, if it works correctly. If I don't remember. It's late. Okay, I need to wrap this up. Like I said, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. Leave a comment with also a game you'd like me to play. I play all kinds of games, so if I can get my hands on it, I'll gladly play it for you all. And then hopefully I can upload it as well and have a drawing ready for it, and boom, then you can see that as well. So yeah, I hope to see you guys in another one of my Let's Plays. Consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. And as always, stay awesome.